And speaking of, you mentioned blue milk earlier. What's the deal with that? It seems to pop up a lot.
Ah, yes. The blue milk elixir. It comes up a lot in both folklore and from people who claim to have seen him. Some think it's a concoction that can bend reality. Imagine a drink that could either grant you cosmic awareness or give you the worst lactose intolerance ever.
Okay, I think my stomach just churned. But we've talked about his origins, his powers, even what he looks like. But has anyone actually seen him? Or is this all just folklore? Well, let's get into the legends and folklore, and maybe one of those well-known is the story of the Dairy Mile. It's a stretch of highway that's infamous for making any dairy products brought there spoil instantly. Your milk curdles in seconds, cheese molds before your eyes, ice cream melts super fast.
The Dairy Mile. That sounds like my personal nightmare. Is it an urban legend or is there something more to it?
It's definitely a local legend, but there are reports from drivers and farmers that make it seem pretty credible. Not only do dairy products spoil incredibly fast there, but local farmers claim their livestock started acting weird after the Dairy Mile phenomena started, producing blue milk, mooing in these eerie, synchronized patterns.
Oh, okay, synchronized mooing. That's both amazing and disturbing. So, is it just a place where dairy goes bad, or is there evidence of the Milky Man himself?
The Dairy Mile is basically a no-go zone for anyone transporting dairy. It's seen as a place where the Milky Man's power is super strong, almost like a gateway to the creamscape.
So, his personal dairy-themed Bermuda Triangle, but there's more, right? What about the Night of the Curds?
Ah yes, the Night of the Curds. It's a story people whisper about in certain rural communities. The story goes that one summer solstice, an entire village woke up to find all their milk had curdled overnight. No explanation, just unusable curds where fresh milk had been just hours before.
Yeah.
Some villagers say they heard strange whispering and the clinking of a milk bottle during the night.
Sounds like the Milky Man making a house call, but was it just a prank or something more sinister?
Good question. Some people think it was a warning, a sign of his power and maybe his anger that the villagers weren't devoted enough to dairy. Others see it as a test separating the true dairy believers from the rest. Or maybe, just maybe, he was sharing a taste of the creamscape, a little hint of what he has planned for us.
Okay, cursed highways, curdled villages, and possibly sentient dairy products. But what about the Milky Man himself? What's his deal? What does he want? Why is he doing all this?
That's the million-dollar question. What are the motives of a being who seems to live to spread dairy chaos? Well, some theorists think he's not actually evil. They say he's on a mission, an ancient quest to bring the creamscape experience to everyone. It's like he sees our reality as missing something essential, and that something is, you guessed it, dairy.
So he's a dairy missionary, spreading the good word of cheese.